Hi Libra, this is going to be your reading for the month of May 2020. So I have already pulled your cards. I came over here this morning to start working, and I have dice that have all of the signs in them, on them. And I decided I was just going to blindly pick one and pull one out. And the one that I pulled out, I kid you not, was Page of Swords. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to do Libra. And I kept hearing Libra in my head, so, you know, I said, I'm going to do Libra. I pull your spread, and then the bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. So I have already prayed upon your reading. I asked my ancestors, my archangels, and my spirit guides to come in and help me deliver the best messages for you. I pulled a spread that is you and your person. But you could flip it if you resonate with this side rather than this one. And this is the outcome card with what's crossing you, and outcome card and what's crossing your person. So like I said, you could also, flip these if you feel like you resonate with one more than the other. So I was doing your reading and all of that. And then it is wickedly windy today. And it knocked out my connection, so I wasn't able to continue. But I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. So I flipped. I had only pulled these two cards out, and then I got cut off. So I know what the two cards are. Like, I had already flipped them over, but I don't know what the rest is. So we're going to do it together. We're going to continue. You're going to see these for the first time because I just reflipped them back. But it had opened with the Eight of Spears, and I had finished telling you how great it was to get this card because it talked about communication. It talked about maybe that there's passionate communication between you and a person. So I don't know if you are dealing with somebody that you are having some correspondence with through email or text messages or something like that. But the Eight of Spears is basically like the Eight of Wands. So it's a lot of, passionate communication. And passionate communication can also be, like I said, emails, text messages, DMs, like on social media type of thing. And I had mentioned how great it was because it had a crow on the top, and that, kind of clarified that it is a communication card. Crows used to deliver messages, all of that good stuff. And then I had said to you, it's kind of sucks that it didn't, keep recording. But anyway, so I was mentioning that, yes, we're so used to now communicating through text or through email, and we kind of have lost that, that communication of, good old letter. Like, so I said, why don't you, if you want to reach out to somebody, to start a conversation through letters? How great it is to like receive a letter and open that little package, and then you have like this wonderful communication inside. Obviously, you want to be careful what you write. You don't want this to be used as like evidence later if it doesn't work out. But good communication, and you'll know who you can send these kinds of messages to or not. But letters are always beautiful, and they're a really good memory to have after this whole situation is done. Those are messages, those are keepsakes that you will have as a symbol of your, your time right now, and the beginning of your relationship, if this is something brand new, which it seems like it is. The Eight of Swords talks about a new communication, new, like a passionate, like initiation type of thing, So, yeah, so you got the Eight of Spears, which, like I said, they're wands. It's kind of a little bit confusing because this is the Game of Thrones deck. So the spears have like a point, right? And sometimes I'll call these swords, but it's not swords. It's Eight of Spears is the wands. So it's communication, right? So just to keep that in mind, the Eight of Wands, it'll say something else. It's not spears on this deck. Let's see. It's not for the swords. It's, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find any swords here, so that I can show you. In this deck is a little bit different. Yeah, it does say swords. So, let me put that one back where it was and how it was. Okay, there. So, to continue with your reading. Sorry, Libra, this is a little bit different because I don't really necessarily like, not pulling your cards in front of you because I don't want you to feel like it's not a valid message. But I promise you that this was your spread. This is exactly how it was at the end, and I just don't. That's why I don't want to move anything that's not meant to be in there. Okay. So anyway, back to your reading. The second card was the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is an energy of you not using your intuition at this moment. So maybe you have gotten that message of, you know, reach out to them, call them, send that message out to them, you know. But since you're not using your intuition at this moment, you're probably second guessing yourself and you're not really listening to that little gut instinct. Okay. So there is no communication. It's kind of like you're blocking yourself from making the communication because you're not trusting that the message that your gut is giving you is the correct one. Then you have the Seven of Swords. So this one's new for me. So the Seven of Swords, Seven of Spears. See, I wanted to call it swords. The Seven of Spears is Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is the energy of someone that's a little bit defensive. So you might be, this could be you, or it could be the person that you're dealing with, that they're a little bit defensive. So they're kind of ready to fight if the fight came to them, but they're in a really good position to defend themselves or defend this relationship. So I don't know if you guys are in a place where you're not allowed to be together. And so this is why you could be a little bit up on the defensive mode. But you're willing to fight. You're willing to defend this relationship to no end. And you are in the right. This card came out in the upright, so it means that you have the right, that you're in the right in this situation. Okay, so Seven of Spears, you're above everyone else in the sense that you have a better understanding of what is true and right for you. And you're willing to stand up. And when you stand up, you're able to defeat them, because these people are not in the best place. Okay, you're at an advantage because you have the knowledge, you have the decisions, the passion, all of that. You have it. You're on top. These people are just coming at you because they see you that you're on top, but you are in a position where you're going to defeat every single one of them. Okay, so this could be also people gossiping. Maybe this communication can start some people talking a lot of mess because they feel maybe like that you two are not supposed to be together. Maybe this is a relationship that could involve other people, you know, so something to keep in mind. Then you have the Magician in reverse. So the Magician in reverse is somebody that has kind of blocked themselves from manifesting something. And this is a person that is not thinking in a very positive way. Like they can't bring the things that they want to them. So if this is you or the other person, you're kind of really not believing in this connection. You're not believing that this could move forward into something that is successful. You're not believing it. You're kind of doubting yourself. You're doubting your abilities, or your person is doubting their ability to bring this to a reality. Like it seems too fantastical. Like it seems like it may not ever take off. Let's see the rest of them. Okay. So you have the Four of Coins. The Eight of Spears, I forgot to mention, is fire energy. This is the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? And this is earth energy. So you also have spears here in the Magician. So the Magician could be Virgo or Leo. And then the Priestess could be anybody. All these, the Magician and the High Priestess could be anybody, but the High Priestess is Pisces energy, also Cancer. So the Four of Coins is Earth. So you have a lot of the elements here, and you even have water at the end here. So all of the elements are here. So this union has a lot of potential. But you're holding on to something. So I don't know if you are currently connected with a earth sign, which is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But this is an energy of someone not wanting to let go of something, that they're comfortable with. Okay, so maybe you're in a relationship that you're okay financially, you're okay, you know, in every other way, and it seems like it's a happy one. But you're lacking something. And I think what you're lacking is this passion that the Eight of Spears is offering, or has the potential to offer you. So you have the Five of Cups, which is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And the Five of Cups in the reverse is actually a really, really good energy, because you have come to realize that there are other things out there in love that you are missing and you're wanting to go for. Okay. The Five of Cups in the upright is a card of depression, a card of, you know, not seeing the blessings. But the fact that it's in the reverse shows me that you're very much aware that there's something better for you, that there's, and if there's not something better, there's a situation that could be better. If it's not someone, it's other things that are going to bring you happiness. And you're willing to, you are willing to go for it. Okay, the Five of Cups is someone that's kind of stuck. They don't want to move forward towards their blessings because they're focusing on what has gone wrong. But the Five of Cups in the reverse, it's like, no, I'm going to go for my happiness. Okay, this is you realizing that you're in a situation where you haven't been happy, but you're going to go for your happiness. Okay, so I love that card in the reverse. And it's a really good card to get this way because it shows a lot of promise towards the goal, which is to make you ultimately happy and to be the happiest. And to have all the elements present here shows that this is going to be a relationship that you're going to be attracting that is better for you, that is full of love, compassion, support. And while you might have had some aspects of that in your current situation, if this is what the situation is, there's a lot more out there that you know you deserve, and you're going to go for it. Okay. So let's see. Your person opens with the King of Cups. Here's the love. So the person that, look at, you have the Five of Cups. Okay. And then you have the King of Cups as their opening energy. What you're going for, or what you're wanting to go towards, that's the first thing that they're wanting to offer you. The King of Cups is such a beautiful energy. It's probably one of my favorite cards in this whole entire deck, or any deck, because the King of Cups is that love, that unconditional, you know, love that nothing can take away, you know, that nothing can hinder. It's like, that's the purest form of love and support. And that's the kind of love that you get from, you know, a person that no matter what, they're going to keep fighting to make sure you're happy. They're going to keep fighting to make sure that you're both in this happiness together. Okay. They thrive on making you happy because it brings them happiness, but it's true, genuine happiness. It's not them putting their happiness on you, you know, like they're happy making you happy, and that's genuine. Okay. It's not a fake thing. I'll pretend that I'm happy because, you know, making them happy will make me happy, and I'll just keep pretending that. No. This person is going to go out of their way to make you happy because it genuinely makes them happy. They genuinely feel love and appreciation and respect, and that gives them satisfaction. And that's something that fills their cup, you know. This person here has so much love to give, and when they give it to you, they feel it right back, because you're going to in turn love them this way too. So it's not a selfish act, but it's also not self-sacrificing, you know, like they're not just, you know, giving, and you're not giving back. You're going to give back to this person the same amount of love. It's very reciprocal energy. Three of Swords. So this is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And this person could have had a lot of heartache. They could have dealt with a lot of disappointments in love. They could have dealt with them, you know, being cheated on, being disappointed in many different ways. So this person knows what it takes to have a relationship with somebody, because they know the things that they don't want to have the other person feel, because they felt it. Then they have the Three of Spears in the reverse. So the Three of Spears is actually a really good card that shows that they see a future. They see their future, and they are, you know, looking longingly, and they are going towards it with a lot of passion, right? In the reverse, this person might still be dealing with another person, or they might still be dealing with a situation where they have to tie up some loose ends to be able to come towards you or their new future. There's still a little bit of a delay. So the three of swords, three of spears, which is a three of wands in the reverse, is a sign that there's still a little bit of work to do. There's still some loose ends. There's still some work that needs to be done. And that could be the reason why there's the Seven of Spears energy of being, you know, this could create some gossip if you guys don't finish up these loose ends, because there might be a third party situation happening here. There might be somebody else in the picture that they have to let go of, okay, before they move away. So you could be dealing with a water sign that's trying to finish a relationship that they have, maybe with a fire sign or another air sign. So this could be the situation right now for you guys, okay? Then you have Four of Swords, or they do. The Four of Swords is an energy of, you see the Three of Swords up here? This is this one, okay? So they're taking some time to rest and heal before they come towards you, maybe. This person is trying to heal from this heartache, okay? So while they have so much love to give, they've been hurt. And so they're taking a little bit of time. This could be why there's a delay. They're taking a little bit of time to heal and to rest before they commit to something new. Two of Coins. But they don't want to juggle anymore. They don't want to be in a third party situation. They want to make a decision, and I think they have made a decision to go towards something that will bring them that stability. And that Two of Coins is earth energy. So Aquarius, no, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So the Two of Coins is, you know, a symbol of juggling too much. Maybe juggling a person or a job, or maybe this is in regards to a job. They have to leave a job and move closer to you, etc. It can be many different scenarios, okay? But I'm just giving what I see here at this moment. This person could be dealing with another person, and they have decided to let that person go because they want to come towards you, but there was some heartbreak. So they need some time to recuperate from that. So that's why they're not moving towards you just yet. They're waiting for confirmation. They're waiting for some communication maybe from you. So if you reach out, maybe that will make it to where these wands can be upright and they can move forward towards you. Because your person has the Six of Swords in the reverse. So they're not moving away from somebody. They're not moving away from somebody. This is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So while this could be your energy, this could also just be showing that they're not moving away from their current situation they're in to move into a situation with you. But there is, like I said, there was the Page of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, right? So there's communication that needs to happen between either you or them. And it looks like it has to come from your side. Like if you're holding on to not communicating with them because you feel like maybe it won't be a good idea. The High Priestess here has been giving you, your gut instinct has been giving you kind of like a, yes, go ahead and call them, and you're not listening to that. So it might just be a case where like once you initiate this communication, this person's going to be able to really commit to coming towards you. Because under this is the Wheel of Fortune. I just saw that the Wheel of Fortune is right under there. And the Wheel of Fortune is a beautiful card to have, because anything that is not meant for you is going to be taken off of this wheel. It's going to knock off from the wheel, and it's going to roll in prosperity and success. So that shows a lot of success, and so does the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is happiness. It's a happy marriage, happy home. Oh my gosh. And look at the one at the bottom. This is the Star card. This is a wish come true. Okay. But you can't be impatient at the moment. Okay. They're waiting for you, or you're waiting for them, and they're on their way. Okay. So you have to let yourself go, or they have to let themselves go. You have the 8 of fear here, 8 of spears, 8 of swords, which is feeling trapped. So that I said 8 of fears. Yeah, they're afraid of letting go of this old situation, probably. Then they have the hermit, or there's a hermit under the deck here that talks about reflection and taking the moment to like really think about what the situation is. But look it, there's a crow there. They're being sent off to send a message. So maybe think about what you want to say to this person, and have them, you know, open the communication so that they can come, make the decision to come towards you finally. Okay. And maybe move away from whatever it is that they're dealing with right now. So in your outcome, you have the 3 of coins, which is in the reverse right now. This is earth energy. So the 3 of coins sometimes does speak about third parties as well. You guys have a 3, they have a 3. And this could be the end of a marriage, the end of a contract. So it could be a job related, but it can also just be talking about, you know, you deciding that you no longer want to be in this third party situation. And you might tell your person, I need to have a stability. So I don't want to continue in a place where you're putting me as a third wheel, you know. Then you have the 10 of swords in the reverse. So this might be causing you to feel like you're not being treated fairly. The 10 of swords here is your energy, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And you are maybe feeling like, you know, this is a little bit of a betrayal for you if they don't make this decision to come towards you, because you don't want to be in a third party situation. Okay. You're not okay with it. It doesn't sit right with you, but this is coming to an end. So the 10 of swords being in the reverse, there's an ending to this situation, and it's going to be where you guys either give them the ultimatum to end it with whoever they're with, or you end it with them, because you don't want to be betrayed. You don't want to feel hurt, betrayed, or that you're being lied to. You want the truth. You know, your suit is the swords, which speak about, you know, truth and honest communication and balance. And, you know, it can't be where you're giving more to the relationship than they are. It has to be very, very balanced, right? So being that the 10 of swords is in the reverse, it does show that this is going to come to an end soon. Whether you decide to put an end to it because you're not okay with being in a third party situation, or they do. But this is coming to an end. And either way, you get that closure. It doesn't seem to me like you guys are ending. I think they may just make the decision to end whatever they're doing to come towards you, because he's in the upright, or they're in the upright. Him or her. A girl can also be a King of Cups. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, they might be in a place right now where they're definitely deciding that what they want is you, and they want to come towards you. Okay, let me see what their outcome is. Yeah, look, you're their wish fulfillment. This is 9 of Cups. This is also water energy. And this is them saying, you know what? I finally got what I wanted. 7 of Cups. There's still some confusion here though. So communication has to happen like as soon as possible. If you haven't reached out to your person, maybe it's time to like lay it all out there, put it on the table and say, this is what it is. Your options are either pick me or move on. If they move on, great. If they decide that you are more than whatever situation they're in, and they decide that you're what's going to give them this King of Cups energy, they're going to choose you, and then they're going to move towards you. And it looks like they are, because with the Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Wands here, that shows a lot of wonderful, happy life type of energy and prosperity and abundance. So this message has to come, whether it's from you or them. But the Page of Swords is talking about communication has to be made. You guys have to either communicate, and talk to one another, make a decision, or it's just going to continue to be like this in limbo, and you don't want to be in this limbo energy. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some lovers oracles and oracle cards for you, but I do have these small little cards here that communicate with you guys, and so I'm going to pull 3 for what they want to say to you, 3 cards for what you want to say to them, and then 3 cards from the universe to you. So this is fun. It's like, you know, I wanted to do something a little bit different this time around, so I decided to incorporate these little decks. Okay, let's see what for Libra. Please give me the messages. 3 cards for Libra. What does Libra's person want to say to them? What does Libra's person want to say to them? My goodness, come on. What does Libra's person want to say to them? Okay, nothing, huh? There's no communication between you guys. My Lord. Okay, please tell me what it is that Libra's person wishes to communicate to them. Whoa. They want to communicate a lot, but it's just not happening. Okay, one of them flipped. Oh, perfect, 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 perfect. 3 of them exactly were the ones that flipped over with messages. And one of them went on the floor somewhere here. There it goes. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. You saw how much came out when I changed the phrasing of it and asking for the cards. Okay, so this is what they want to say to you. Okay, Libra? Worthiness. So they say, know your worth. The universe can only bring you what you know you deserve. You can have it all. So maybe they're just wanting you to take a chance on them, to like reach out and say, hey, listen, I think we deserve to be together. But maybe they feel like you might be a little bit insecure about, you know, this communication, or this, you might be a little bit reserved in your communication with them and reaching out to them, because maybe you think that, you know, you may not think you're good enough for them or something like that. This is what they want to say to you. Okay, so take it how it resonates. They're definitely missing you. Okay, so it says they're so sad, lonely, and alone. There's physical separation. It says let go and move on. So this could be what they're saying to either you or them, that they need to let go of whatever the situation is that's putting you in a third party. And they're very much thinking about you. Oh, you guys are both thinking about each other. Whew, total connection. I mean, they feel like you're the one. This is so beautiful. It says you guys are like-minded, resonance and intimacy. So there's a lot of passion there. Compatible personality types and healthy attachment. So there's no codependency here. There's just, you guys better each other. Your connection is the one that like builds you guys into better people altogether. Like you're not taking from one another without giving back something that, you know, fills them up and builds you up. So this is a beautiful, beautiful connection, Libra. Okay, so that's what they wanted to say to you. Let's find out what you in your subconscious mind want to say to them. Let's see how this works. I'd be really curious to find out if one of you can like comment if this is something that you guys are dealing with. If I'm talking to a Libra right now and you're like spot on, this is exactly what I've been going through, please let me know. I mean, I feel sometimes really, really good about the readings I'm doing. But sometimes I'm like, am I even connecting with anybody? Is anybody even thinking that this is right? Because to me, it doesn't make sense. It's not my, maybe it's not my situation right now. I can totally see some of these things make perfect sense. But, you know, after you've been with someone for 30 years, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm not really missing you because I see you. I've seen you the last 30 years, you know, that kind of a situation. But with you guys, like, I don't know. I want to know, does any of this, do any of these messages reach you, and do they make sense? Sometimes I feel like I'm going to stop doing readings because I'm like, is anybody even getting anything out of these? I mean, I'm still going to do it because I find it's fun for me. It's fun for me. But I also, guys, let's see what you guys, your subconscious mind, what does Libra want to say to their person? Let's find out. And I swear I'm not a gossipy person. I don't like knowing people's business, but in tarot, I feel like we're connected. Like I can see a little bit into your life, and I'm like, does that make me okay? That's the second message for you, from you to your person. What does Libra want to say to their person? What does Libra want to say to their person? There you go. Okay. All right, Libra. So the first message that comes out is made with love. It says, gifts from the heart, sentimental, an offering or contribution. Try new things. Be there to support them. So this is what you want to offer them. You want to offer them support. You want to offer them love. Maybe you know they've gone through a lot, and so you really want to take care of them. That's so sweet. I love it. I think this is amazing. And, you know, with the Eight of Wands, this is maybe you wanting to send out all of the wonderful, you know, positive messages that you know that they need. Okay. And this is beautiful. That's what you want to say to them. And it says, looking closely as your next message to them. Observing, nitpicking, creeping, situation, magnifying, things getting rectified, and focus. So you're definitely trying to take a look at the whole situation. You're really wanting to evaluate if, you know, this is worth waiting for. If this is worth you guys really putting an effort into, you know. So this is a really, really good indication that, you know, you're being very mature about this situation. You don't consider this to be just like a fling type of an energy. This is an energy of, you know, I really want to make this work. I want to make sure that all of the things are in the right place and that it makes the right sense for me, you know. And I feel like you've definitely like looked into every nook and cranny, and you know this person's right for you. Because they're your sunshine. You know, this person might give you really good vibes, happy times, positive attitude, things going well. And the answer is yes. So maybe this is you wanting to communicate to them that, you know, yes, you make me happy. You make me feel like very in love and even alive. And that feeling is something you don't want to let go of. You want to hold on to that feeling. So the sunshine card is a card of, you know, being, you know, very brightly connected to a person. Like when they come in, they make your life so much nicer and brighter and happy. And you feel that when you're with them, because like the first line here is good vibes. You get a really good vibe from them. You know, this person is definitely someone that when you first met them, like you had a connection and a pull to them because their energy was so great. You know, and that's a beautiful, beautiful gift. Not everyone gets that. You know, this is kind of like one of those situations where you might be in a once in a lifetime type of a connection here with this person. And it's full with love. I mean, they see your worth. They see how wonderfully put together you are. And they're really missing it because they also have this total connection, you know. So let's see what the messages from the universe to you are about this connection. Sometimes I say things so long just to say one simple thing. You guys are soulmates. And you know what? That's just my personality. I'll over-explain something to the death, okay? So I hope that you guys like talkers because I tend to talk a lot. But I kind of feel like this is my time with you guys, Libra. It's like you guys are my friends and I'm giving you my undivided attention. So I'm not going to rush. You know, a lot of people might get irritated and they might just click out of the video. I'm like, cool, bye. You know, not to be messed up, but it's like, this is for the ones that want to hang out. They want to like talk. And sometimes they just want to listen to my nonsense. And sometimes, you know, they just want to hear me talk myself in circles because I do that. And sometimes I feel like Spirit's giving me so many messages that what I'm trying to get out, I'll say it, right? It makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. But at the end of the day, you know, I think it's a message for somebody. So I say it. And then, you know, who knows? It might help, but maybe not, you know? I mean, who knows? But you guys don't mind. The people that like love you, and this is like how this connection is. The people that love you, they'll sit there listening to you for hours and just kind of say, you know what, you're right. Or, well, no, let's debate about this. And, you know, and it's not like combative. It's not like a fight. It's just spending time together, and you enjoy each other's time enough to say, you know what? Yeah, I like hanging out with you, even if we're just not doing anything, even if we're not talking about anything really specific or even important, but we can hang out. We can just be together, you know, and then jump from like subject to subject, and you're okay with that. And I think that's how this connection that you have with this person is. Like, I feel like you guys are definitely, like, you're okay being there with them without even saying anything at all. Like, you guys can be across the house and not even interact, but you're so happy that they're just there, you know? And when you come together, it's like, then you're ready to talk to you. Like, you respect each other's space to be apart, and you love your time together, you know? You have girl talk. So maybe the universe is telling you to have exactly what we just had, you know? A little bit of a chat. A little bit of a perspective, time with friends, moving on, happy single, living in the moment, having fun. You know, having that time with girlfriends or guy friends even, to just, you know, remember that you do have an independent life from somebody else. And even if you are completely in love with somebody, it's okay to take time for yourself and to be independent, you know, and to be okay with being alone. You know, that doesn't mean you can't be in a relationship, but it means that if a relationship, you can't be alone without them all the time, that's not very healthy. That's codependent. That's codependency, and it's not good for anybody, you or them. So you have to be okay with being together, but then also being apart. So this time apart, if you guys are not together at the moment, it's really good for you guys. And it's strengthening actually your bond, not weakening it. Then you have heart with a key. So welcoming love, that's awesome. Meeting the one, and open your heart, getting together. And yes, this union is perfect. So this is definitely someone, like I had mentioned before, love, you know, a soulmate, someone that you really love, someone that you work really well together because you have this total connection. And then you have the butterfly here, and it says, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing your inner child and growth. Now, do you remember that your person had the 3 of Swords, and that is heartbreak? It could also mean, you know, they have childhood issues that they have to heal. So, or maybe you, to be able to come together and to come into this union, you guys need to maybe do some inner child work, and there's a lot of beautiful work that you can do with that, with meditation and even with reiki, to heal the inner child. And I work with a lot of clients that have problems from being abused when they were children, and working with the sacral chakra, you remove some of that negativity, and it clears up any kind of blockages in the person's life. You know, that's kind of what you have to work on. And maybe you or them have some childhood issues or trauma that you have to work through to be able to move this relationship along. And even if, you know, you are already in a relationship with somebody, having that inner child work can help strengthen and heal any kind of problems in a current relationship, because that creates blockages. You know, and it's not letting you enjoy this love and this relationship and this experience with this person to the fullest. Like, those blockages are there, and they're not allowing you to feel all these other wonderful things, because those blockages are like, they're like brick walls of, you know, keeping you from like love, keeping you from happiness, from enjoying things that you don't necessarily think you would enjoy. But once these blockages are removed, you're like, oh, what? I can skydive and like it? I mean, I don't know if you can skydive and like it, but you know, just an example, like it would open your eyes to things you would never have imagined that you would enjoy. So definitely good to look into some inner child work. Like I said, I believe so strongly that once you remove those negative energies and negative qualities in a relationship, you can move into such a beautiful phase of just enjoying one another, enjoying the connection. And then it becomes less codependent, because you're like, no, I want to be with this person, but I don't have to. I can go and, sit in my room for an hour and read and not feel like I need to be around them 24/7, or we can go away for a couple of days with friends when we can get away. And, you guys are fine when you see each other, and you're just so happy to see each other again. But it's not because you need them, but because you're just genuinely happy, right? So let's see what the Archangel messages are for you, Libra. Please give me the messages for Libra. Thank you. So this is going to be a long one. This is going to be a long one, guys. But I hope if you're still rocking with me right now, I adore you. And I want to give you the most messages that I can. This is your monthly reading. You want to make it good, right? Okay, so I'm going to pull some romance angels also. Okay, love yourself first and attraction were flipped on its side, within one another. So maybe that's a message for you. A message already. This is for Libra. For Libra, please. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I think you guys saw that one already, but we'll flip it. And then your message from the universe. If I can ever grab the deck. I'm only going to pull one of these because we're already almost in an hour. 41 minutes. We ain't going nowhere, right? Let's see. For Libra, please. Okay, I'll take the one that flipped over. Okay, so let's get going on your Archangel messages. So the first message is overcoming difficulties. It says, Archangel Jeremiah, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So it's like you're getting over trauma. So maybe this is for you. Maybe this is good that you're going to work on healing any kind of, childhood traumas or any past relationship traumas. And you're gonna be like successful. It's kind of like the phoenix rising, from the flames type of an energy. You're up and in the air, you're flying, you're getting close to this beautiful, epiphany of, blessings that you're gonna have, and you're very happy about it. It's like you're feeling free. Then you have compassion. Archangel Zadkiel says, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So this is definitely a message of, be understanding of the situation at the moment. Know that there's a lot of people that are connected to you. And while maybe you might be ready for something, being a little bit patient, being a little bit compassionate, and having that empathy for the other person that maybe they have to work through some stuff still, is going to help you get through this situation a lot faster. And it's going to help them too, because by you giving compassion to somebody, they feel like they can tackle, it's like that support. They feel like they can tackle a lot of emotional things, because if they're worrying about upsetting you and worrying about the other person and worrying about themselves, it's a block. Because now they're worried and they're not really thinking about how they're, they're not thinking how they're going to get out of the situation. They're not putting a plan in place. Okay. And then you have healthy lifestyle. So you can already be thinking about this. So this is just a reminder from Archangel Raphael. It says, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. So this could just be a reminder. Archangel Raphael is just telling you, hey, listen, take some time to do some self-care. Take care of yourself. Mind what you're eating. Right now, it's probably not the best time in the world for us to like follow a strict diet regimen, but maybe implementing a little bit of a routine is going to help you get out of a funk that you might be in, or help you from getting into a funk. So get up early, exercise, stretch, eat better, put some time into like, giving yourself a good, healthy routine so that when you get back out into the world, and you're with this person, you feel your best, Okay. Give your relationship a chance. I know that in your tarot reading, this came out some way or another, or I had said that to you guys. So definitely give this relationship a chance. That's awesome. I love it when they come out like that. And so you got give your relationship a chance, flirt, and trust. So flirt is like that 8 of Wands that was telling you to reach out to them and kind of be flirty and kind of give your, passionate messages to this person. It's telling you to extend your lighthearted energy. And trust that this situation is calling for faith. So trust that, everything is happening how it's supposed to happen. If you're getting how you had the High Priestess in the reverse, if you're getting a message that you need to reach out to this person, go with it. If your gut's telling you don't reach out to them, then you'll know when the right time will be. But you have to start listening to your intuition, start trusting that things are working out in the way that they're supposed to for the best, outcome for everyone involved. Okay, even including whoever your third party is, if you are dealing with a third party. Okay, if this ends for them, it's what's best for that person. So don't feel guilty. Don't feel like you have a responsibility, or like, I hate when people say, oh, they're a homewrecker or something like that. If this is a person that's married and you're dealing with the guilt of them leaving a spouse, hey, listen, if they were supposed to be together, they would be happy right now. They would not be in a place where anyone else would be an option. Okay, I don't buy that, the temptation thing. Trust me, when you're in love, truly and deeply in love with somebody, there is nothing that can be standing in front of that person that will tempt them. Okay, so if they're already thinking of you as their option to happiness, they're not happy with this person, that they're not supposed to be with them. Okay? Your message from the universe is the presence of love will always cast out fear. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm done. This is your message. Like, go for it. Go for it. Give your relationship a chance. Wow. Okay. See, I told you, it's going to take a while, but we're going to get there. The way we're going to get there is by reading these cards and allowing these messages to come through. So, Libra, I love you so much. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Get in, that healthy routine with yourselves. Have compassion, love, heal yourself, and do all the things that you need to do to come out of this situation. Come out of May in the best form. Okay, I love you guys, sending you so much good energy, and I pray that this situation works itself out for the best for everyone.